Hello everyone! Before we dive into today's shocking story, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Your support means everything, and it helps us bring you the latest updates on Little People, Big World. Now, let's get into it. A stunning revelation has just come to light involving Zach Roloff, one of the central figures of Little People, Big World. Sources claim that a leaked plan, full of betrayal, has completely destroyed Zach's long-term dream of maintaining a future on the Roloff farm. For years, the Roloff family property has been at the center of tension, heartbreak, and negotiation, and now it seems that the fight has reached a boiling point. According to insiders, Zach and his wife Tori once had serious hopes of taking over part of the Roloff family land. But instead of fulfilling that dream, Zach found himself betrayed by decisions made behind closed doors. The property he once believed would be his family's forever home was reportedly forced into a sale, leaving Zach and Tori devastated. Even more shocking, the land is said to have been sold for around $1.5 million, a figure that sounds impressive, but one that came at the cost of shattering Zach's vision for the future. So how did this happen, and why was Zach left out of the decision-making process? The story traces back to long-standing tensions between Zach and his father, Matt Roloff. Viewers of the show already know that Matt has always had big plans for the farm, but those plans didn't always align with Zach's. Despite years of working on the land and believing he could one day inherit it, Zach found himself locked in a silent battle over ownership and control. Many fans believe Matt's reluctance to hand over the keys to the farm planted seeds of resentment that only grew larger with time. The leaked reports suggest that instead of offering Zach a fair path to ownership, plans were made to sell off significant portions of the property to outside buyers. This move blindsided Zach and his supporters. For a man who has dedicated much of his life to his family's legacy, this wasn't just about land. It was about identity, stability, and the future he envisioned for his children. Tori, Zach's wife, has also made her feelings clear in past episodes. She has spoken about wanting to raise their kids in a safe, stable place where they can run freely and feel connected to their roots. But now, that dream has been yanked away. For Tori, the betrayal stings just as much as it does for Zach. She stood by him as negotiations turned sour, and together they faced a heartbreaking reality. The farm would no longer be part of their lives. What makes this betrayal even harder to swallow is the way it unfolded. Instead of an open family discussion, it feels like decisions were made in secrecy, and when Zach discovered the truth, it was already too late. The farm, once a symbol of unity, has become a symbol of division and disappointment. Fans of Little People, Big World are no strangers to these disputes. Over the years, we've watched as the Roloff family faced conflicts over money, relationships, and loyalty. But this particular incident strikes a chord because it highlights the deep fracture between father and son, a fracture that, despite years of filming, may never truly heal. Now, let's talk numbers. Reports claim the property was sold for about $1.5 million. To most people, that's a life-changing sum. But in the context of the Roloff farm, it feels like a compromise that left Zach empty-handed. The real value of the land wasn't just in its market worth. It was in its memories, its potential, and the legacy it carried. Selling it off to strangers for profit feels like a betrayal of everything the Roloffs once stood for. As the news spreads, fans are divided. Some believe Matt had every right to do what he wanted with his property, but others see his actions as selfish, undermining his own son's dreams. Social media has exploded with comments, many expressing support for Zach and Tori while condemning the secrecy and betrayal that led to this outcome. It's also worth noting that this isn't the first time money and property have torn apart famous families. But with the Roloffs, it hits especially hard because viewers have watched their journey for nearly 2 decades. From watching the kids grow up to witnessing weddings, births, and struggles, fans feel invested in the Roloffs' legacy. And now, that legacy feels tainted by mistrust and disappointment. So what's next for Zach and Tori? Despite the heartbreak, sources suggest they are determined to build a new life away from the Roloff farm. They've already moved into their own home, creating fresh memories for their children. But the shadow of betrayal lingers. Every time the topic of the farm comes up, the wound reopens, reminding them of what could have been. For Zach, this is more than just losing property. It's about losing a dream, a connection to his past, and a vision for his family's future. And for fans, it's a reminder of how even the most seemingly tight-knit families can unravel when money and power get in the way. The leaked plan that led to this betrayal has left permanent scars not only on Zach, but on the entire Roloff family dynamic. Rebuilding trust may be impossible. And as Little People, Big World continues, viewers will no doubt keep watching, wondering if reconciliation is even possible, or if the Roloff farm's legacy has been permanently destroyed. In the end, one thing is clear: betrayal cuts the deepest when it comes from family. And for Zach, that pain may never fully go away. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated with every twist and turn in the Roloff family drama, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.